So, yeah, so we've got this thing happening now. Matt Ehret, I've been following Matt Ehret for quite a while, quite an admirer of him. Got quite a few of his books, and I think I've got one of his, or two of his wife's books. They're all very interesting, and I'm quite a fan, to be honest. But he's started to go into this Tesla thing now, and he's reported that there's lots of people sort of, "Whoa, he's going against Tesla." I mean, yeah, I am a little bit, "Whoa, he's going against Tesla," but on the other hand, I'm not, you know, he's not one for throwing the baby out with the bathwater, and neither am I. And I'm hoping that he's not going to go against the technology of Tesla. It's all very well picking Tesla up on his ideology, which is one thing, but if you're going against his technology, that is quite problematic, because I sincerely believe that his technology holds out amazing promise for humanity. And if anyone wants to find out what is going on in relation to that kind of technology, they should check out the Martin Fleischmann Memorial Project with Bob Greenyer on YouTube, because that's been going into a lot of depth and has come up with some quite, I mean, mind-blowing results. Not only are these just results in terms of little experiments that people are doing, these are results that, you know, university professors are doing, that are being looked into by the Indian Navy and potentially rolled out across India to massively increase the air quality in India for the population, because India relies a lot on electrical generators which pump out enormous amounts of pollutants. I mean, we're not talking about the stuff that the green religion goes on about. We're talking about real pollutants, like stuff that completely screws up people's lungs and everything else. India's about to start rolling these out, and if India does it as a BRICS country, you can't imagine Russia and China are going to be far behind, let alone Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia, obviously being a petroleum producer, and its main thing is petrol, really. This technology can run on carbon, and basically transmutes carbon into oxygen. So the whole agenda, the green agenda, is totally blown out the water, apart from one thing with this technology. And it also promises like infinite amounts of energy can be produced with this. I mean, energy will no longer be considered a resource, neither will minerals, because we'll be able to make as much as we want of both, either energy or minerals. Whatever we want to make will be at our fingertips. Energy will be as much a part of our world as air that we breathe. It's just there, available for us to use. This is obviously a civilizational shift in the human potential here in relation to what we can do with nature. And it's close to being implemented. So, and it all relies on the kind of technology that Tesla was working with. Tesla wasn't the only person to be working with this technology, but he was one of the main implementers of the whole thing, and managed to sort of systematize the production of this stuff in a way that not many others have managed since. So what I'm hoping is that Matt Ehret's dive into Tesla is focusing on the ideology rather than the technology, because if he's going into the thing of rejecting the technology in some way, then that would be a travesty, and a tragedy, because it means that one of the best people doing analysis of the kind of ideology that we're fighting against has kind of gone rogue on us when it comes to actually a technology that could solve a lot of our problems. So I'm hoping that he's just going to go in on the ideology, because the ideology is not, it's ideology is kind of important for technology. How science explains what it's doing helps to guide science in a sort of sustained direction. But once it's come up with some results, those results are open to interpretation always, and you can come up with all sorts of other theories as to why these results work, why this technology works. And it's often the case that we have a technology that we use in practice that we've got no real idea how it actually works. And the theory is way behind the practice. So in the same spirit that Matt Ehret has sort of looked at things like the Freemasons and said, of course this is just one particular aspect to the Freemasons, not saying that all Freemasons are terrible people or that they're all Satanists or anything, but there is one aspect of Freemasonry that is, not a good thing. The Scottish Rite aspect of it, But I'm sure any secret society is open to corruption, which is why it would be good not to live in a world where there are secret societies. But I guess some secrets are sort of necessary if you're trying to oppose things, but the overall structure of society shouldn't be based on a culture of secrecy. So let's hope that Matt Ehret isn't off on a kind of a quixotic jousting episode here against the wrong thing. But anyway, that's my views on it in advance of seeing what it is that he's about to delve into in relation to Tesla. Anyway, that's it.